The first case we're going to take this morning is a case of successful extradition of suspects in a case of criminal conspiracy, fraud, and obtaining by false pretense. The extant case involves a complaint filed by one Mr. Akinola Michael, who in October 2021 sought to obtain foreign exchange, forex, for the purpose of purchasing a machine from the Netherlands. Mr. Michael sent a substantial sum of 492,750,000 naira only to the bank account of Mr. Mohammed Sulaiman. However, instead of facilitating the forex transaction as agreed, Mr. Sulaiman transferred the funds to another individual, Mr. Mohammed Hassan Barau. Mr. Hassan Barau, who resides in the United Arab Emirates, subsequently sent 513,000 euros to Mr. Michael from Belgium, supposedly for the forex transaction. However, this transaction was flagged as fraudulent, leading Mr. Michael to return the funds to the sender. Realizing that he had been a victim of fraud, Mr. Michael made multiple attempts to recover his money but was unsuccessful. The case took a significant turn when it was assigned to the joint teams of Interpol and Nigeria Police National Cyber Crime Center here in Abuja, which launched an investigation into the matter. Recognizing the severity of the fraud and its international dimension, the police operative in Nigeria placed the prime suspect, Mr. Mohammed Hassan Barau, on a red alert list, thereby facilitating international cooperation in tracking and apprehending the suspect. Gentlemen of the press, this morning we are pleased to inform you that Mr. Mohammed Hassan Barau was arrested by operatives of Interpol Abu Dhabi and subsequently extradited to Nigeria on 27 September 2023. His extradition marks a crucial milestone in the pursuit of justice for Mr. Akinola Michael. The successful extradition of Mr. Mohammed Hassan Barau demonstrates commitment of law enforcement agencies, both within and outside Nigeria, to ensuring that perpetrators of criminal activities, particularly those with international ramifications, are held accountable for their actions. This case underscores the importance of vigilance and due diligence in financial transactions, especially in the era of increasingly sophisticated fraud schemes. We urge individuals, particularly Nigerians and businesses, to exercise caution and verify the legitimacy of financial transactions to prevent falling victim to fraud. Today, Hassan Barau is here. Gentlemen of the press, if you have any question for him, please can you move close? It's okay. So what is your name? Can you speak louder? We want to hear you well.
Mohammed Hassan Barau.
Mohammed Hassan Barau, how old are you?
37.
37-year-old. Which state are you from?
From UB.
You're a Nigerian.
Yes.
For how long have you been staying in Dubai or Abu Dhabi?
7 years.
7?
7 years.
7 years. Okay. Do you know Mr. Michael at all?
I don't know Mr. Michael.
But you know who?
I know Mr. Alhaji Muhammad.
You know him?
Yes, I know him. There was a legitimate transaction with him. Before the transaction was sent, I asked him to confirm and make a test run of 1,700 euros, which they said it was okay. At the funds were not going to go in full. They were supposed to go in tranches. The funds were paid. After 2 weeks, they refund back the money. But before that, I told them not to return the money because we're having dispute with the person who makes the payment, that they should hold on until we resolve. They refund the money, and I will be able to do my part.
Did the police in Nigeria get across to you at all on this matter before now?
Well, yes, they did.
Did you make any attempt to come around to clear yourself?
Actually, I choose to come back home. I was the one who chose to come back home from Dubai.
You are not arrested by Dubai police?
I was, but they asked.
You are arrested by Dubai
I
police?
was asked if I want to stay.
Is it material? Ethical conditions can come in. Whether you want to go or not is immaterial. Excuse me. You are arrested by the police in the United Arab Emirates, and you have been sent to us because the Nigerian government sent to them that you are a suspect in a case we handle in Nigeria. And of course, as a member state of Interpol, they have obligation to pick you and hand you over to the Nigerian police, which of course they have done. If you have any further question for him, this is him, he's here, and he has been sent to us from United Arab Emirates to come and answer some questions in a case of fraud that we handle. If there's no other case, let us step aside, let's continue our business.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
No, you start.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the nature of his fraud crime?
Well, it's transaction, Forex. Has to do with Forex. It was to pay certain amount of money to people, and the money has been paid to him. He used to send money to somebody in return, but he couldn't. And all effort to get him filled, they filed a petition against him, and he is claiming again that he was defrauded too. But the question is, he never made any attempt to report the falling act at the other side to the government in Nigeria or to the United Arab Emirates. So it is believed that he had the intention of defrauding these people, and possibly he must have been a serial fraudster. Our investigation will reveal. But for the United Arab Emirates government to have sent him, repatriated him, or to have extradited him to Nigeria, it means he has a case to answer. It's a diplomatic matter issue that we are handling diplomatically, and that is how we operate. Once you are a member of Interpol, a member state of Interpol, you are obliged to cooperate with other countries who are members of Interpol across the world. Whatever case we have, we send to them. They always cooperate with us. And as we have been doing to many states, to many nations. So it is not the first time we are having a case like this. We have been doing it, we have been cooperating, and it's to show, it's a clear indication that whatever you do, you think you want to run to any country, it is not possible. It can only take a time. We are going to get you, bring you back to Nigeria to come and answer your questions and face the full wrath of the law for whatever crime you have committed. No hidden place across the globe for anybody. The next case we have is a case similar to this. Move closer to me, madam. Don't run away. Is that all right? Fraudulent conversion of funds, forgery, and threat to life. This case centers around Mrs. Ifeanyi Antonia Ugo, who filed the complaint against one Peace Ecom Robert. On 30th January 2023, Mrs. Ugo had communicated with Peace Ecom Robert, indicating that she had access to a significant sum of 600,000 euros for forex trading. In response, the suspect claimed to have a client requiring 780,000 euros. To verify the authenticity of the suspect and her client, Mrs. Ugo arranged for her client to make payments totaling 55,000 euros in 2 installments. Subsequently, the suspect provided an account balance statement, allegedly showing a remarkable 5.3 billion naira, demonstrating her client's financial capacity for the transaction. However, after conducting due diligence, Mrs. Ugo discovered that the account balance statement provided by the suspect was forged. When she sought to recover the 55,000 euros, or its naira equivalent, the suspect falsely claimed that the amount had been flagged by Interpol, even resorting to threats to dissuade Mrs. Ugo from involving the police. Undeterred, Mrs. Ugo reported the matter to the First Criminal Investigation Department for CID Annex in Lagos, Alagbon, leading to the arrest of the suspect, Peace Ekom Robert. A friend of hers, one Honorable Ndiana Abasi, in a bid to broker peace between the parties, voluntarily paid the sum of 15 million naira of the total naira equivalence of 42,900,000 naira. Subsequently, Peace Ekom Robert was granted bail under the condition that she would pay the outstanding balance of 27,900,000 naira only in 2 installments. As witnessed by Honorable Indiana Abasi, regrettably, the suspect failed to fulfill these commitments and absconded, evading the legal process. In a twist of events, the suspect petitioned the Inspector General of Police, resulting in the case being forwarded to the Nigerian Police Force National Cybercrime Center. Recognizing the similarity of cases involving the suspect, the Police Special Fraud Unit was assigned to harmonize the investigations. The suspect later attempted to arrange a meeting with Mrs. Ugo to reconcile, but upon arrival, Mrs. Ugo, accompanied by police officers, discovered that the suspect had come with officers of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to apprehend her. After realizing that the police were coordinating the case, harmonizing with the EFCC, the suspect ceased contact with them. Peace Ekom Robert was thereafter declared wanted by the police alongside Indian Abasi from this department, who came forward and clarified his position in the matter and was thereupon cleared by the police. That was the case. We declared 2 of them wanted, and Indian Abasi came as a responsible Nigerian to clear himself from the case, and he was subsequently cleared. And later we echoed our efforts to declare Peace Ekom Robert wanted again second time. And we even urged Nigerians to come forward, those who are pending cases against her to come forward. And as this press briefing unfolds, you're still going to hear more about more complainants that have come up to testify against Peace Ekom Robert in similar cases of fraudulent diversion or conversion of forgery and the likes. It has come to our attention that additional complainants with similar cases against her have started to come forward. We are committed to conducting thorough investigations, and upon the conclusion of our inquiries, the suspect will be brought to face legal consequences. We take this opportunity to encourage other victims of the suspect's fraudulent activities to come forward and cooperate in the harmonization of investigations. This collaborative effort is pivotal in ensuring that justice is served in this case.